Grand Rising, good people. Are you ready for the Astro-Weather week? Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. Gemini moon, Cancer moon, Leo moon. Leo season's winding down. Let's talk about it. Pew. Hey everybody, it's Eric Taylor from Big E Astrology, and here today, I am here today to present the Astro-Weather Weekly Report for you. Thank you for tuning in, I greatly appreciate it. And the moon is at 28 degrees at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, so a little bit around 3:40, it's going to go into Cancer. So we'll have the Cancer moon for part of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, then we will get into the Leo moon for Thursday, Friday, and poquito Saturday. So it'll be a Leo Virgo moon weekend. And you know, we're coming up on the Virgo solar eclipse. And guess what? I have amazing Akashic. She does the tarot cards, Akashic records, but she's an Akashic astrologer, Sarah Ashley Murray, tonight, live on Big E Astrology, episode 371. And we're going to break down together the Virgo solar eclipse and the Pisces lunar eclipse, right? August 18th. It's a great time to do it. So, how you feeling? How was the weekend? Thank you for the love and the birthday wishes for the Taylor twins. They had a ball. Friday, Thursday was their birthday. Friday was the big celebration, cake and the seafood boil. Oh my God, my wife. Mwah. Crabs, shrimp. I don't eat that stuff. I had a little piece of crab meat, Grew up on Martha's Vineyard, so I used to always have some crabs and crab meat subs. Ooh, shout out to Grinders. But, we also enjoyed, she did red rice, clams, scallops, mussels, but I ate too much. Oh my God, I woke up and I was like ocean drunk. You ever heard of that? Oh, I was ocean drunk Saturday morning. And then the kids came over. They had 6 friends sleep over. That's a lot, Lucy. Well, I think actually, no, it turned out to be 5. There were 7 kids total. And they had a blast. So much fun. A lot for my wife and myself to deal with. But we had a great weekend and everybody's back to school. So, Leo, the birth chart sale ends technically the 21st, but I'm going to extend it to the 22nd to Friday. And Virgo starts on Friday because the sun goes into Virgo late night, on nighttime, late evening on the West Coast on the 22nd. So I'm going to get Leo rocking to the 22nd. You got till Friday. Natal chart, solar return, second year progression, 206, 305. I won't be doing these sales next year. I'll be doing them on other services. So this is your last time to take advantage. Normally 250 down to 206, normally 350 down to 305. It's powerful. You don't want to miss out. You can book them for yourself, your children. You could gift it to somebody. And remember, the solar return is capturing this actual year of life. Very helpful and beneficial to schedule, Leo's, your birth year. And then the secondary progression is the book of Genesis, 1 day equals 1 year, where you may be vibrating as a Virgo, Libra, or an OG Scorpio, depending on when you were born as a as a Leo, and the current age you're at, okay? So that's it, the tribe, join, it's www.community.bigeastrology.com. Also, I'll be sending out a newsletter sometime towards the end of this week about a lot of this information. My new channel, the Stars and Cards Lounge on YouTube, go follow. New video coming up Tuesday. And Cosmic Clarity, September 13th with Debbie Solaris and I'll be putting out a new link for you guys to sign up today. And all this stuff will be in the newsletter too. So you can always go to BigEAstrology.com and sign up for my newsletter. They're pretty good. I'll get you ready for Virgo season, the Virgo solar eclipse, and so much more. And it's a busy week. So let me just set the schedule. So tonight, Sarah Ashley Murray, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on with Lisa Salvatore, intuitive astrologer, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about the Virgo solar lunar eclipse. Everybody's talking about it. This is powerful. Virgo solar, Pisces lunar. Lisa Salvatore and I. I'll be recording The Real and the Woo with Laurie Stern. I don't know when it's coming out, but we'll be recording on Wednesday. And Thursday, I will have the amazing astronumerologist and cardologist, Jazz Aphrodite. She's returning. This time, she's not under the weather. She's feeling good. And we're going to really talk about the cardology, but she's going to kind of make all these connections using these modalities and techniques from the esoteric and occult knowledge to show the untimely and weird passing of R&B soul singer Angie Stone. I cannot wait. It's going to be powerful and deep. So come check that out. Angie was going too soon, just like Malcolm Jamal Warner. Okay, so that's it. Let's get to the chart for the astro weather. We got some interesting energy because early on in the day, you'll feel it late tonight, but early this morning or this afternoon, as it comes in, the Cancer moon, tapping into the family sensitivities, I'll show you, will be squaring Saturn and Neptune and Aries, and then get closer as you go to bed and as you're sleeping and dreaming, squaring Libra and Mars. It's a lot, Lucy. Let's talk about it. Big E Astrology Astro Weather Week. Peace. Pew. All right, make it happen Monday. The day of the moon, introspection, journaling. Make sure you drink extra water on Mondays too. And just be, tapped into your emotions and your feelings, right? As we leave this Gemini moon, which, it definitely did what it was supposed to do. Yeah. I went through some stuff that I can't really talk about yet, but, yeah, And I got to go to the doctor, too. This is something separate. I got something going on. I'm good, though. Don't worry. But got to check that out. Got to call the doctor today. But send healing energy my way, please. And the Gemini moon, around a little bit before 4 p.m., we're going to Cancer. Okay. Now, in terms of its square to Mars, well, Mars is now at 7 degrees. Okay. In Libra, which is sextiling the Mercury at 7 degrees. So there could be a lot of, action-orientated, initiating, kind of peace talks, right? Everybody's coming, Zelensky, Finland, Germany, who else? A couple other countries, right? France, they're coming to support Zelensky to talk to Trump. They don't want the disaster from last time, right, with Vance and Trump and Zelensky. So you're going to see that meeting, but that's sort of this Mercury sextile Mars. But what's interesting is that this Cancer moon, as Trump and Zelensky and all them will be meeting, right, it's got the support of the European Union, it will be squaring Saturn and Neptune and Aries. Okay, so there's some challenging conversations that need to be had, and emotions could flare up. Okay, what is the supposed deal? What did you agree to with Putin? Stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. And if your own personal lives, you may be feeling where you're having disagreements or arguments with people about kind of like how they're initiating or how they are representing the family or family drama or issues. That's on the agenda today going into tomorrow, even in your dreams. Because the square to Mars, this moon will finish up tonight basically at 4 degrees East Coast, maybe 5 degrees West Coast. So you'll start to feel the square, but you're going to really feel the direct square to Mars and Libra while you're dreaming. Right? So, so look for that. Then tomorrow we should have the moon at around 11 degrees Cancer at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We'll see. So that means it'll be, getting tomorrow conjunct Jupiter. We're still dealing with Lilith in Scorpio. right? So you see the Mars Libra, and Lilith is doing its dance, the true black moon Lilith. Remember I said it's here to December 20th, but it goes, back and forth. So that Lilith is getting closer to trining, and maybe we'll see sort of the trine with the North Node and Jupiter. Because right now we got the Jupiter trine the North Node. Okay, Venus has passed it in Pisces, so that grand water trine energy with Lilith, North Node, and Jupiter, it is intuitively walking in to your new destiny and beliefs. Timelines are shifting. I mean, time's not linear, but I'm telling you, even right now, they're having a conversation about UAPs and aliens in DC. We've got more National Guard coming down there from Ohio to DC. The numbers are being fudged about crimes. But is this an overcorrection, or is this just trying to test how people will respond to try to control other cities, especially liberal cities, right? I don't care. I'm not getting into the politics of it, but as citizens and humanity, do we need the National Guard, or do we just need more police? So, these are things to question. Pluto and Aquarius still trining the Uranus. So this is what's bringing in this feeling of time speeding up and then slowing down. So just know that anything and everything that you're feeling, it's all kind of normal, because it's such a mixed bag. People are feeling sluggish and tired, and then people are feeling like, today I woke up, I'm feeling like a boost of energy. I got a crazy busy week, as you see. So, and I got a parent-teacher thing on Tuesday night. So, you know what I mean? I'm just super busy, and got to figure this all out. But we also got to have some soursop tea. Take a sip, presented by wifey. She is the best. I am more than staying in gratitude of our divine union. And, I just want you guys to realize this moon also this week is going to hit the Chiron and Ceres. Drink a lot of water Monday and Tuesday. Ground, still connect to the sun. Get the light codes from the sun. Take off the sunglasses. Put your palms up and let your hands heat up for at least a minute or two. I do it every day. It helps to integrate things, okay? Let's get to the Astro-Weather for the 19th at 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific with this Cancer moon, all right? Eric Taylor, BigEAstro Astrology. Pew! All right, terrific Tuesday. Think about it, Tuesday, the day of Mars. And I created these terms, right? Make it happen Monday. Think about it Tuesday. Wake up Wednesday. Try it Thursday. Forget about it Friday. Before I knew the astrological days of the week, and it still coincides. So my intuition was so tapped in, right? And so that's just, it's beautiful, Lucy. I always amaze myself, but I'm amazed at how things connect. And we are now the Leo sun, right? Let's tap in. 26. Yeah, so 27. So that cusp is going to start on Thursday. Okay. So it's really a 5-day orb. Micah was really talking about the cusp being, the sort of those 6 days. But that's really including, if you think about it, it's 28, 29, 0, 1, 2 degrees. At the 3rd degree, you're really ingressing to the sign. I think 27 is 9. So you're kind of completing the cycle. So you could say maybe in the evening of the 27 degrees, you're already starting it. But I like sticking with that 5-day orb. But the cusp is a real thing, and we're even blending now the ages, right? closing up the Piscean age and moving into the age of Aquarius. So I said 11 is 12 degrees. So it should finish up at around 18 on the East Coast, 19 on the West Coast, taking us to about 25. So we'll get to the Leo moon late night on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Okay. So, this Cancer moon at 12, right? It's going to finish up squaring Ceres. As you were sleeping, it was squaring Mars. Hopefully this doesn't bring more stuff, more invasion, right, into Gaza City and displacement and all that stuff. We just got to pray for peace and humanity. I think we need to really think about peace worldwide for, stopping hunger and starvation, stopping the slave work of children in the Congo, the Sudan. It's so much going on, and there's so much that's underreported. Okay. So tap into your intuition, feel that this Cancer moon is really strong into your feelings, and just really allow yourself to tap in. It was coming off of the Jupiter. Now it's North Node. And then, Jupiter. Then it's going into Mercury, Saturn, and Mercury. Okay. In terms of the lunar mansion, sorry, behind it, I'm in my own head right now trying to figure it out. The nakshatras, lunar mansions, are very powerful and deep. It gives you a deeper layer. I'll be teaching that in my level 2 course. I'm trying to see in the fall, maybe October, start my level 1 course again. And doing the editing of the book. Got like 2 quick little things to write. And then we're already in the editing phase, so I'm really excited. It's coming. But it's really going to be worth the wait because it's an amazing book. It's trailblazing. It's the only way I know how to do things, especially with the help of my wife. So Pluto-Uranus trine, this square came off of Saturn-Neptune, and it's going to be squaring Ceres. That'll be interesting. And, one thing I'll say, you're still kind of having the Mars sextile Mercury. That is where you can still feel some of the leaders. There could be a lot of tough talk coming out of the meeting today and into tomorrow. Mars sextile Mercury, it's initiating taking action. So it could also be what do they call it? The restrictions, the sanctions put against Russia for not, negotiating fairly or properly or whatever. That'll be interesting. Will Ukraine release some land? They don't want to. So we'll see how this plays out. And maybe America just walks away, which I think could very easily happen. Remember, Sag rising is America, and this Cancer moon, squaring Saturn, Neptune, America just could walk away and be like, Europe and Russia, you figure it out. We're done. That could happen. Don't be surprised. Lilith, and there it is. So that's what I knew was going to happen. Lilith was going to move forward. So it's trining the North Node. So Tuesday, the day of the planet Mars, is the day to initiate and go hard in your meditation and spiritual practice. You see that? Okay. And the Mars is going to be getting closer to squaring the Jupiter. That's going to happen. So, but the Jupiter trining the Pisces North Node, right? Trining the, and then trining the Lilith. So that's your intuition. the pheromones, hormones, the dark, divine feminine with the Pisces North Node, bringing in more psychic and intuitive downloads to the divine feminine awakening with Jupiter, emotional intelligence. Women are remembering their sovereign power, right? The goddess, right? The Lilith, the Mary Magdalene, the portal. And it's something we all need to remember, right? ISIS papers, but you know what I mean? So this is something that is going to really tap in online, right? A lot of people saying Mary Magdalene was an ISIS initiate, and you have to, kind of understand the ancient wisdom and knowledge, and what they labeled as witches were really just women who were medicine women and healers, right? And so now we kind of look back in history and be like, oh, right? And this attack on the divine feminine. Well, it's awakening. It's woke. It ain't no joke. Thank you, ladies. We got to keep moving forward. Tuesday's the day. Extra meditation. Get the shungite in the bath with the crystals. Breathe into it. Uranus, Gemini, trine Pluto. This is where you're going to get a lot of downloads and seeing timelines shifting and moving and visions of the future. You're going to have a lot of prophecy coming out of a lot of sacred female energy. We need to allow them to step up and take the lead. Okay? It's important. And not the lead like lessen men, but the lead in that like we need to hear from them. It's them who are guiding us through this process and this ascension and this reawakening. We still have to lead as the divine masculine in our way. But it's about us being equal. Right? We need each other. Let's get to Wednesday. Okay? The 20th of August. My sister Tanya's birthday. We've been friends since we were like 7. All right? Big E Astrology. Pew. All right? Wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Breathe with it. All right. You know what it is. So, where are we at with this moon? 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Yeah, it's about to finish up. So, I was right, 25 degrees. 6 is 1, 2. So tomorrow, Thursday, when we wake up at the same time, 9 a.m., 12 noon, the moon should be at about 8 degrees in Leo, okay? So this Cancer moon squaring Chiron in Aries. And so this is where some emotions can come up about arguments and fights in the family from childhood, about being bullied, being teased, all these different things. So Wednesday is a day to maybe get into some good journaling, okay? We definitely have to embrace, we still got the trine with Jupiter, North Node, and Lilith. Lilith has moved a little past it, but you can still feel it, and it's kind of, and the Moon-Venus conjunction, okay? And Moon-Jupiter. So in terms of Tuesday and Wednesday with that, it's really helping you to emotionally, activate your emotional intelligence, right? And this is where you can definitely find or be in tune deeper to your husband and then wife, but also your family, your finances, your health. Tuesday and Wednesday are good days to focus on your relationships, your finances, your health, your dreams, your beliefs and philosophies, okay? Your values, right? Devoted to your lineage, your ancestors, right? I know, right, that I'm an indigenous American, Moorish, Bahamian Jew. That's me. Who you are, what you be. Because you got to start to look at these dictionaries and what words mean, right? The copper-colored people, we've been here, right? We are the original Americans. We're not African. You got to understand why they lied. They didn't want us to know that this was our land, Turtle Island, Tiamat, okay? So the knowledge is coming. Wake up. The bells are ringing. Yeah, this is the lineage to our homeland. Cancer, season, America, the sun. Tuesday, Wednesday. There's going to be some more revelation and truth coming about that. You need to tap into it. So the Lilith is really kind of trining at Venus too. Okay. Now the North Node is still at 18 degrees in Pisces. It's going to be there for a bit. And the Virgo South Node. You know, we're still dealing with this Mars-Mercury sextile. They're kind of dancing together. Mars is at 8. I think Mercury is moving a little faster. Mercury's at 9. So you're still going to feel that. Okay. And we really on Wednesday, the day of Mercury, we want to walk, stretch, yoga, jump rope, conscious with your breath. It's always important. Okay. And with Mars Libra, at that Scorpio degree, there could be some intense talk about peace treaties, what's fair, what's not. Right? There's this debate about having media in Gaza. They don't want it, but people want it. Right? I mean, how do you not have media reporting about the truth about what's happening? That's an admission of guilt right there. Right? To the G side. So, hey, Dios mío, people. What are we doing? What is humanity doing? You got to ask that question. Yeah. Pallas Athena. Can we become more sovereign and resolve problems and dilemmas that are for the people, for real freedom, liberation? That's something we got to think about too. That's very powerful. So enjoy your Wednesday. Go for a walk. I'm going to definitely try to dedicate that after I record my podcast in the morning and get ready for the night. I'm going to try to at least get in a 30-minute walk. You know, it's really hard because it's 105 to 108 all week out here. We won't cool back down to Saturday, and that'll be only 103, so hopefully 102. But it's a hot week in Arizona. It's August. What can I say? Maybe some more rain will come and cool it down, but it only cools it down for like 28 hours, 30 hours the most. And it comes right back up, and there's the Leo sun. So it's actually, you know, on its way to the cusp, right? Because it's 27 degrees and what is that, 50, yeah. So the cusp is really starting today on the 20th, okay? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay? So let's get ready. Leos, hit me up for the birth chart sale. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Happy birthday. You read it out of time. Big E Astrology. And that's for Leo sun, moon, and rising signs. You don't just have to be a Leo sun. Leo, moon, and rising. You could take advantage of the sale as well. Let's get to Thursday. Try it Thursday, right? Wake up Wednesday on Mercury hump day. You got to wake up and take deep breaths. Thursday, you got to try to do something new. Try to learn something. Try to teach something. Try to manifest the day of Jupiter. And try this Leo moon. Should be at 8 degrees. Big Astrology. All right, try Thursday, Agosto 21, the 21st. Try to finish up my tea before it gets cold, right? And happy birthday to Alexandra, my high school sweetheart. And yesterday was Tanya, my good friend. You know, Leos, they're something. They are something. I definitely went through my time of dating a lot of Leo and Gemini women, my 8th and 10th house. But I'm glad I married my Pisces. Let me finish off this tea, and then we'll jump into 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And the Leo moon. Okay. 9 degrees. I can work with that. So the moon is coming in conjunct Mercury and sextiling to Mars. So that should be interesting. This could really initiate some nice peace talk, hopefully. Hopefully Thursday, we get some ceasefire stuff. We get some end of war deals. It could be a topsy-turvy week where things are like, whatever. And this is the same thing with you and your emotions. But when you're dealing with the Gemini, Cancer, Leo moon week, Sun and moons in Leo and Cancer are very pure. Okay, and we're going to get ready to get into Virgo season, very mercurial. This is where we kind of like get back to school, back to our normal schedules, very precise, detailed, But remember with this Virgo South Node, we have to cut out the being overly critical of ourselves and others. Stop the nitpicking. The South Node wants you to transmute that. Mira, no más. Ven acá aquí, be nice, escuchen, right? No estúpido, right? You have to be nice. Cut off the negative thoughts in your head and the cabeza before it comes down the escalator and gets dispensed out of the boca, the mouth. Don't do it. Mercury, Leo, sometimes it can get a little stunting on you with the communications and arrogant in the moon. So, this could be bringing in some peace, but it could bring in some more tough talk. Thursdays, come see, come sa. We'll see. Okay? But the moon will finish up at about 15 degrees East Coast, 16 on the West Coast. So when I see you Friday morning, it should be about 22 degrees, right? The most 23, and then we'll finish up that Leo moon getting ready for Saturday the 23rd, the Virgo moon and the Virgo solar eclipse, which we have Saturday, Sunday, part of Monday, the Virgo moon. So it's a Leo Virgo moon weekend, okay? And the premiere of the Stars and Cards channel official first video. So Tuesday, I'm going to put out another behind the scenes clip, kind of fun. And then, Saturday, we're going to have the real deal. Okay? So get ready. This is going to be something. People are already loving it. Go subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Stars and Cards Lounge. I tried to set up an IG, but it's somehow got a little messed up. We'll see. It's up there, but, you can go subscribe to that too. But that's all we're going to do, We're still doing everything through our own businesses, and someone is really kind of behind the scenes with us on this. And it's Searchlight Tarot, Elena, and Eric, Big E Astrology, okay? But our first official live is September 19th, right before the equinox, okay? So, tap into this energy, on Thursday. Venus is getting ready to go into Leo, okay? You see Venus is winding down. It's about a week away, okay? And that goes in on the 25th, actually, not a week away. I think it's the 25th. And Jupiter, remember, is here to June 30th, okay? So enjoy this Leo moon. Thursday is definitely a day to do things from your heart and get aligned with your beliefs and philosophies. The Leo moon came in trining Saturn, Neptune. That was early Thursday morning, okay? And then it will, trine the Chiron and stuff like that more on Friday night. Okay. So the Lilith in Scorpio is still dancing. And, that's what I'm saying. It moves back and forth. And now it's getting to the later degrees. That's the escalating apogee, right? The true. The regular Lilith just moves slowly, right? And it's moving forward 16 degrees, right? It takes a while, December 20th. But you want to look at H13 on astro.com miscellaneous box for the true Black Moon Lilith. I think it's more primal, sensual, carnal, and more authentic to the divine feminine energy. Okay? So that's Thursday. The Leo moon obviously was opposing Pluto. Pluto has now gone to 1 degree. So that trine to Uranus is more intensified. You're going to see, mark this, starting from the 21st, you're going to see things about technology, innovation, UFOs, spaceships, potential of Project Bluebeam, a false flag event, a tower event. You're going to see all this stuff start to be talked about more, coming online, visions, dreams, downloads. But, hey, COVID happened when Trump was here, right? He's Gemini, the twins, like those towers. Be prepared. Be smart, be safe, be careful. And understand we're getting ready to move in to the digital Fed coin. The paper money is going away. You've got to get yourself involved with the crypto. A little Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, numero uno, XLM. All right. So, yeah, that's it. Leos, right? Your cuspy. And this is the cusp of exposure. You not really know about the cusp of exposure? Bill Clinton, Dave Chappelle, Kobe Bryant, Blake Lively. Cusp of exposure. Interesting people. All right. Have a great week. Enjoy the Gemini, Cancer, Leo moon, Leo season, and tap into your heart. You're worth it. But know it's time to move forward to a new direction. Sarah and I will be talking about it tonight. Lisa and I will be talking about it Wednesday night. And Thursday night, Jazz and I will, you want to know and learn about this cardology. I think we're coming on 8 p.m. Eastern Thursday. All right. Check my post on my YouTube channel for all my updates, my Instagram, TikTok. Please follow me even on the X at E Astrology, also at Taylor2C. But yeah, I love you. Astro-Weather Week, E Astrology. Bye, Leo season. It's winding down, not without drama like a Leo. E Astrology. Pew. All right, the Astro-Weather Week. I hope you enjoyed it. Come on this journey with me. Go subscribe to my newsletter first, BigEAstrology.com. Then come join my tribe. It goes up on the equinox. Right now it's $18 or $5, 18 premium, $5 basic per month for so much. Discounts, services, discounts from other podcast guests. Sabale Pure, 20% off, but you got to be premium. And you get the 2 monthly coffee talks for free. Sign up for Coffee Talk. Almost forgot to mention it. This Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 65 minutes, only $13. You don't want to miss this transit. Saturn returns to Pisces September 1st in between the eclipses. That's deep in itself. And it's going to be there to February 20th. Neptune doesn't come back to October 22nd. So Saturn's going to be there for like a month and a half doing its thing. More than a month and a half. Month and 3 weeks, right? And Saturn is really coming in to check on your spiritual practice and discipline, your boundaries, on the illusions and deceptions, what's real, right? It's checking off some lists, seeing how you have had implemented more compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself first and others, but those healthy boundaries in your life. Eric at BigEAstro.com, $13. Book it. Coffee talk. Okay? You don't want to miss it. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a real good one. So I'm really excited, and I hope you have a great Astro-Weather week. And come watch me tonight with Sarah Ashley, 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, Sarah Ashley Murray, Virgo solar eclipse, Pisces lunar eclipse. Come watch me Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Lisa Salvatore. Right? On her page. I'll put the link up on my post. Wednesday, the 20th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come watch me back on Big E Astrology Thursday with Jazz Aphrodite, connecting astrology, numerology, and cardology, and looking at the passing away of the great Angie Stone. She was amazing. She was Angie B. She did one of the first female rap songs, okay? Angie's been around. She didn't just date D'Angelo. She was a great writer, a soul singer, R&B singer. You don't know her music. She's powerful. And kind of tragic. There's a lot of questions about her passing. Very fugazi. But these kind of characters and different things are going to be leaving the matrix. You have to be aware. People play their roles. And some of them play them really well. They don't even trick you. We're in the Truman Show, the fishbowl, as above, so below. These UAPs, they're beyond the ice wall. Astro Weather Week, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. And go back and watch Micah Dank. Part 1 and Part 2, Friday and Sunday night. Incredible. Thank you to Micah. And he's coming back in September. We're trying to work out the schedule now. Tentatively the 16th. We'll see. Tuesday night. But yeah, Micah's going to be coming back. And Queen Bee will be on September 2nd. Before you know it, NFL preview show. The numerology, astrology, and the sports. I got you covered. Astro Weather Week, Big E Astrology. Pew!